Welcome to the Unblock Your Business podcast. I'm Abby Rogers, success coach, business coach and hypnotherapist, and I help high achievers and business leaders master their subconscious habits for success, income goals and, above all, happiness. But success isn't just about mindset or strategy. It's about combining both and sealing the deal with a big dose of subconscious alignment, because our subconscious holds the true key to unlocking our potential. Let's dive in and look at how you can show up bigger, better and more uniquely aligned in life and business today. Hey, welcome back to the Unblock Your Business podcast. Today I am going to be talking about monthly income goals and why they're not quite as wonderful and magical as you may believe. So monthly income goals are really the standard, aren't they, in the online entrepreneurial world? Some of us love them, some of us hate them, but most of them have them however we feel about them. I don't know what your monthly goal might be at the moment, whether it's 1k, 3k, 5k, 10k, 20, more than that. I'm sure you will have a number in your head right now which feels like just the right number for you. Or maybe it's the number that you would love to see flowing into your business. It feels really aspirational. And monthly income goals have definitely come to be the accepted standard, and in many ways quite a sensible standard really, as it helps kind of keep things predictable in terms of cash flow. And that's how it all originated really, because in the accounting world everything's done on a monthly basis, bills get paid monthly, so we want to know where we are, right? We want to be making sure that we've got the money there each month to pay those bills. The only problem is, whilst focusing on monthly goals can be really helpful from a practical point of view, mentally it can be anything but motivating, unfortunately. Now, you might find that having a clear target to aim for each month is really motivating. You might be one of those people, if your mindset is in just the right place and you feel like you know exactly how to hit that goal, or you've got a really good plan anyway. It can be really thrilling to watch the sales trickle in and to watch that total creep up towards your goal. But what if your mindset isn't there? And what if you don't really have a clue how you're going to get there? I think that's where it becomes a problem. Because when we're in that place, instead of being this big, wow, that's really exciting to work towards, it becomes a big worry. And instead of finding that goal inspirational, we can really start to get lost in feelings of overwhelm, feelings of not being good enough, all those familiar feelings, panicking about not hitting our target and what that will mean. And as the month goes on, that gets worse and worse. And maybe we're starting to think about what that means about us, whether you feel successful or not. And it's often not that we actually need to hit those goals. It's just that it's because we've set that target, we kind of feel that we need to live up to it and we put that pressure on ourselves. And we start to feel that if we don't, then we're failing. So let's say, just as an example, that you might have a 10k a month target, but you're only making 2.5k, just wagging my fingers in the air there, only in apostrophes, making 2.5k. Even though perhaps that 2.5k is technically enough, you know, maybe it's covering your bills and maybe it's keeping you at a comfortable level lifestyle wise, because we've got that higher goal, it can start to feel inadequate, and it makes you feel inadequate, even though things are actually fine. And the trouble with having those monthly goals then is that every single month, as the weeks creep by, the month goes on and you see that your income isn't matching up to that goal you set, you're not creeping towards that 10k, you start to feel a little bit more anxious and a bit more anxious with every day that passes, a little bit less good about yourself, a bit less confident about yourself, maybe even starting to feel panicky and pressured. And what's happening is that those thoughts that you're having about not hitting that goal are creating anxiety and stress every single month. And that's mounting as the month is going on. So it's causing the fight, flight, freeze center in your brain to become more and more triggered more and more influential all the time. And when that happens, you actually lose the ability to think creatively and to connect with that higher version of yourself, with that part of your brain that actually knows how to achieve the income you want. So, putting it more simply, focusing on that monthly goal so hard and allowing it to become a stressor is actually blocking your potential to make the money you want, which sounds a little bit crazy, doesn't it? Now, there is no doubt at all that goals are really important, and we know that the more specific and the more measurable our goals are, and the more we track our progress, the more likely we are to hit them. So we do need goals. So what can you do? How can you hold on to the benefits of goal setting without it kind of effectively strangling your business? So the key is to take the pressure off. Basically, it's all about that pressure. Rather than making it an all or nothing, you need to make that goal less stressful. And I'm a big fan of, rather than having the monthly goal, having a big long-term goal and using that instead as your driver. And then kind of letting those monthly goals go. Because that goal, let's say it's to make 6 or 7 figures a year, perhaps. Maybe that's where you're aiming. It sits far enough away to feel aspirational and to feel exciting rather than feeling smothering. And by focusing on that long-term goal, you can actually imagine what life might look like in a way that gets you really fired up and really driven towards that goal, even if you don't really quite believe it could ever happen. You can get excited about it rather than obsessing about what's not happening in your world right now. And that's the key. So you can allow yourself to build towards it. You can focus on putting the steps in place that might ultimately lead to that awesome long-term income. And your monthly goal is just like a step on the path, really. So if we're focusing instead on, let's say, 10k a month, then what's going through your head all the time is, how the hell am I going to achieve that this month? It's impossible. It just feels too big. Or we can start focusing on the wrong things, like obsessively trying to meet that goal this month and really focusing on trying to get more one-to-one clients because we know that that's going to bump up the numbers for us, and then feeling disappointed when they don't buy. Maybe that's because we've put too much pressure on and scared them off. Just saying. Whereas if you've actually focused on that longer term goal instead, what you can do then is step back and see that maybe to make your millions, there's more to the bigger picture than relentlessly pursuing those one-to-one clients. And you can start actually building things into your business which are going to allow you to scale to hit that goal and to get those 10k months on the way. And that way you get to finish each month reflecting on everything that you've done towards creating that amazing future and being one step closer to your big goal, rather than just feeling like you failed this month yet again. I hope that's making sense. So that's my favourite strategy, and I would really love to know if that made sense to you, if that resonated with you, because when I realised this in my business, it was really liberating, I have to say. One of those things again where it's just a case of stepping away from how things are done, how everybody else does things, and saying actually what's really helpful from a mindset point of view, from looking at everything in the way we think. So 99% of the time, the pressure that we put on ourselves is entirely of our own making. We create these rules and these little systems to live inside, and they're not always helpful to us. So if we can take that pressure off, it really helps us to stop focusing on the lack and the negatives, and instead to start focusing on the possibilities. And that is exactly where you need to be to create success. So I would love to hear your thoughts if this has resonated, or maybe if you have any alternative goal setting strategies that you found really helpful for you. That would be amazing to hear. Feel free to email me to share. I do absolutely love hearing from you, and I would love you just to pop in my inbox and give me a shout and let me know what you're thinking. So my email address is Abby, that's ABI, at Abigail rogers.com, and you can find that in the show notes. And just feel free to pop over an email anytime and say hello. If you feel like you need more of these sorts of insights and mindset shifts and a little bit of support to help you shift your thinking so that you can start to achieve more in your business in terms of income and impact and joy, then check out the link in the show notes for my group program, my new program, the Limitless Mind Business Accelerator. I would love you to join me and start that journey towards success in your business today. Have a wonderful week, and I'll be back very soon. Take care. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, it would be incredible if you could pop a review on iTunes, Google, Spotify, or your favourite podcast platform. And if you want to dive deeper, you can find me in my Facebook group Unblock Your Business or at www.unblockyourbusiness.com.